would typically pronounce that word otherwise. So it'd be like the super obvious Asian accent or whatever. And then saying it the regular English way, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to do it. Like, it'd ruin the product. Can't be like the correct way. Like, let's make sure that our game is like perfect English, and then nobody in that country.
Right. Salty you'd be going every day. You lose karaoke.
Time for the highest MMR cast possible. Tweet this. It's important.
That is very important.
Осталось 10 секунд.
BTS doesn't fly.
It's like what? 1 a.m. 12.
Осталось 5 секунд. Луна.
People believe it or not, do watch us.
Очередь сил тьмы запрещать героя.
Luna to Lone Brewer.
Luna, Warlock, Ember, Centaur.
They have a lot of like fighting them. It's very strong with Luna.
With Lone Druid.
Yep.
And there actually isn't that much counter initiation on Team Max, you know? Like, Clockwork wants to go in.
And
he can hook
he starts the fight.
Yeah, he wants to start. Rubik isn't the best counter initiator, SF, same thing. I feel like they really need something to like reset the fight once Stampede comes out, Ember, you know, jumps in on top and whatever. Just looks weird.
They're convinced the Clockwork is also offline, banning the Shadow.
Осталось 10 секунд.
What support? Yeah, oh god, the aura.
Очередь сил тьмы выбирать героя.
You need to be able to get in on Warlock, right? And scout where he is.
Well, Clockwork is like a hero that wants to, but it's.
But they're relying on him for everything.
Yeah, and they've got Swamp too to protect Warlock. Like that's just not an option at this point with their heroes, right?
Осталось 10 секунд.
Like no matter what they picked here, unless it was like Storm Spear or something, they're not going to be able to jump.
Осталось 5 секунд.
It's just not going to happen realistically.
So what about some?
Are you guys criticizing Max's lineup for teamfight capabilities?
We're just saying, yeah. How do you get?
Yeah,
I was thinking about the other way, and I was like, I think it looks okay. It's like Warlock. Centaur,
this Warlock looks
fine.
pretty safe, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very easy for Invictus Gaming to stop Max from running at them. Pretty much, outside of hookshot.
Yeah. And then it's really difficult for Team Max to stop Invictus Gaming from running at them. You know.
Phoenix. I like it.
Okay. I got some
This is your
sort
first
of.
Phoenix that are usually first Phoenix I've seen.
Yes.
Got some form of team fight and counter initiation, but
And just this other kind of thing happening in a team fight that will distract them.
yeah, but it takes a long time. Right? It's a heal and a stun that comes 5 seconds afterwards. It doesn't look good enough.
And once they get Stampede, they
Yeah.
can just run at the egg no matter what.
Yeah.
Exactly. It really does not look good enough.
What about like early roam? Maybe they can get a lot done with like. It's so hard. Like if Invictus Gaming had weak team fight, I'd be like, oh sure, just force our early
Yeah, but
fights
their
or something.
team fight's
It's
fantastic.
like the best I've ever seen. Just about.
Rubik and roam very well for Shadow Fiend, right? You can place them close range.
I
you
guess
can get the
you
double
double,
range.
but it's still an Ember Spirit. Like
Yeah.
And if Warlock is there or if Venge is there, both get shut down.
Yeah.
Осталось 10
They do
секунд.
have the cogs into Phoenix Beam, which is quite a lot of damage.
Осталось
If
5
Team Max
секунд.
abuses the souls on SF with the Clockwork Cogs.
I'm sure.
They will.
That's one.
You can actually cover the. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I think
Started the fight that Luna's on.
Lunas that would fit into.
Let's move on.
I don't think there's a way.
she doesn't have a talent that does that, so fuck. Oh, I don't know if you need to change up or anything.
Don't worry, it's probably better than Annie's hotkeys, right?
Oh,
Take a look.
this is a sensitive
These are Annie's.
subject.
Let me check. Net worth W. Worth for buyback B. I'm onto this, dude.
What's the XP one?
Is R experience per minute. Very important.
Annie was shouting on about how amazing it is and how
It's
much you
really valuable. And the best part, there actually was a game last night that was important. I think it was like Marana arrowing range creeps and catapults in the mid
She
lane.
was getting super far ahead.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a Venno jungle. Perfect example. Like, look, this is a support Venno just hitting creeps.
Like, what was he, top experience?
He was around there. He was like top 3. He was slightly inefficient, but he's generally quite efficient. It's honey, I believe. I'm gonna focus on some very important stats. Oh, yeah,
14,
there we go. I think that means he's padding
14
his
souls.
That's like actually insane damage. 77 damage level 1.
That is,
It's literally
this decides mid lane.
It's the weakness of
Битва
Shadow Fiend,
начинается.
right? And it's just.
And even like Ember can't even like trade efficiently with him because
Yeah, he's just
Shadow
gonna
Fiend
get
just
right
hits
clicks.
him always.
Yep.
Never is gonna stop.
People try to play sniper against Shadow Fiend to counter him or whatever, but they end up playing an SF with 80 damage at level 1. And the sniper has like 5 CS at like...
And he's like 44 base damage
Yeah.
tops with a something.
Yeah,
It's the worst.
It's really low, yeah. But he makes up for it with the sick attack animation, I think.
It's a double
double
rating.
block.
Yeah, it is double block.
Yep. I really wanted to get rid of that pull. They're dueling, right, with the Warlock Centaur.
Interesting.
Yeah. One of the weaknesses of Lone Druid safe is that he's not the highest damage hero, so he doesn't zone offlaners the best.
I really don't.
When they're
like
solo, he does, but...
You don't like the
Did you say Centaurs? You talking about Centaurs getting some?
No,
No, Lone Druid doesn't have like a whole lot to offer to zone. He owns solo offlaners, well,
but not the dual.
but not the dual ones, because, you know, he just doesn't deal enough damage. People buy like Blightstone and Orb of to like try to help them. I'll get a lot, especially with the camp block.
Their supports aren't so good as well early.
Yeah, these are
Phoenix,
low damage
Rubik
supports
don't
early on.
really do anything. Like one heal from the wall should be enough to
Yep.
move all of them.
All these skills are so bad level 1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
36 second cooldown, 26. Like, I guess Sunray's all right because he's got decently high HP, but
It's hard
Sunray at level 2 is pretty...
to get the whole thing right.
I really don't feel bonds that they don't
I guess
much at all. The fact that he got if he got 2 creeps in one dude, I'd be happy. But the fact he got the bear, it's like,
This is the idea behind it. He uses fatal bonds, so we push the front side pull. And
oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
when Carl's zone, he'll pull aside, they'll deny the wave, and then these supports will sit here, wondering what to do. Yep.
And now there's nothing enough there to do more harm. Some of these are going to get denied probably. That's really smart then. Okay. It's going to take a while for him to hit 2, but I guess this is fine now because now the lane's just safe. Like,
Yep.
if
And
they
now
don't-
he leaves too, and then Centaur can like solo XP as Warlock.
That's really cool.
Can you
Well, I'm
actually the last
glad you're in this cast because I would have probably been like, worked out. Even though it was very minor damage, it was probably still more like them right-clicking creeps more than the cons. So it's like one
Yep.
one creep through. It's still like
and small
the
flag.
theory is cool.
Yeah.
It just didn't really do that.
Ember getting screwed.
Yeah.
OP Ember actually.
Yeah, this guy's the man. He doesn't mess around.
We saw him earlier.
He's going to...
He does not stop.
Центральную башню сил тьмы
Oh, we had level 3 no wonder.
We call that one the rundown.
He'll just tank it.
He accepts defeat. Look at the gold difference though. 441 for first blood, and then when SF, yeah, when he's not there to get like the AOE bonus gold for the kill or whatever, it's really low.
Also, like, what's the souls lower than he's out of it? You know, like,
Yeah,
Shadow Fiend's meant to have the advantage leading into the lane.
he started the lane with 80 base damage.
Yeah, it's a huge loss. And he got the extra
W.
soul, so it screwed up his last under tap.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is rough, actually.
Why did he hit level 3 so much earlier though? Was it just 3 points quick? That was the big thing, is that he had 2 points for playing guard. He has to do 200 magic damage. I guess either way still hit 2 raises.
You just used the shield push the lane, right? And then while that was happening, probably.
Well, that's not possible because then he would only have level 1.
лесных пожаров.
So they will
Soul
not.
turn.
That's right. Lane salvage. Time to shrine up.
And he still has muscles.
Mars back to level 3. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was interesting, actually, how he got level 3 before.
Probably push this wave with Flame Guard. And SF didn't have raise, so then by the time the wave reset and hit his tower, because he pushed it in first, so then the next wave oncoming be like on his hill, he can aggro it himself back in the tower, and then can actually push on the SF to get 3 before.
Doesn't make sense in the past, unfortunately. But I feel like you're right. I believe you. That's like 4 levels too deep knowledge, basically. If I hear people talk about that stuff all the time, then I would probably follow it, but
Yeah.
I really wanted to understand.
He killed Priest. Got level 3.
Oh!
Yeah, he killed him real fast with that killing bleach.
Almost got it.
Mana burn of Bang is pretty strong.
That's Borax Purge, if you haven't heard of him. He's
He is a
Girax's cousin.
Beast.
Oh yeah.
He's from Eastern Europe, but he lives in China.
Yeah. He's learning Chinese as they play.
It's fucking this.
No.
No. No, serious.
This guy OP goes for the point and slide every time.
Every single time.
For like raise dodging or just gap
He
closing?
just does it for gap closing.
That's what I asked, and
He never tries to bend the race.
he just uses on him for rational thing.
Such a long cooldown though. It's like
Yeah, it's
Every 30 seconds we'll slap him for an extra.
Like, if someone's coming down,
I guess that's good. You can interrupt an animation or...
yeah, change the Rubik for survive the game. But it's just, there was a point last game where the level 2 chains was actually the difference maker because he tried to select to leap. He had to miss the chains off of it.
yeah, that would have changed that.
Yeah.
Really though. Be really careful. What will happen is so big.
How the fuck's this guy about a king?
Pulling, right?
Yeah, he's
He also got the last hits when the Radiant pulled the crease in. Last hits and the big kick.
You guys know this is a gem. It's called the volcano.
What does it do?
Wow.
Shoot lava?
It does AoE burn damage. Very strong tower. It's a really cool word, isn't it?
It is actually.
Eyeballs coming out.
Bit of a gem TV professional.
Yeah. That game takes a long time.
I played Pokemon. Pretty good though.
I think I played for like...
Мастер повержен своим учеником.
It's just a...
Центральную башню сил света атакуют.
Only 5 faster. Why are please so much faster? Weird. Like Emperor should have been the way. Oh, maybe he just got boosted right at the end is what happened. So it looked like he advantage or boots equivalent, but he just right there.
Definitely. I caught it. Look at his goal.
He looks so much slower there than
He
SF
did, he
in that
did.
chase. Got like 2 right clicks
And
off.
when he ran behind the tree, it seemed like...
SF like 900 net worth up on this Ember now.
Get him, Jax. Boy.
That was very, very...
He's just trying to wait for the whole time to set that up.
And he's been like getting a lot of laughs. When he's just his recap.
Let's check.
Wow. That's a lot of last hits.
C.
Try C.
Q for
Отказывайся.
last hit and deny Q's.
That's right.
Alright.
She never changes them. She leaves it. She left that one on Q, but everything else, she's like, let's match it to a letter.
8 CS.
It's like she can only memorize one. Custom.
That's ridiculous.
Ooh.
Did you ever see Envy play? Remember? I love watching the stream when he's playing.
Yeah, he always drops the remnant in the camp.
And then TP's
he,
home.
Yeah.
And then yeah, he's just
Or he like flame guards and clears the wave, and then he goes to the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes the most out of it. That's how you actually get your Ember. Otherwise, you just like come out of lane phase sometimes with like just not this.
You're like nearly boot the travel or something.
It really does make a big difference, especially in the experience
Верхнюю
department.
башню сил света атакуют.
Clears up a lane for your supports to farm as well. Oh, he hesitated. He's gone.
I mean, little kill me in the corner. Guard what? Ooh, inefficient.
That was a bit of a drift or something, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was he wound it up from behind, you know,
like a baseball.
pulled it out.
The bombs are so good.
How do you kill Central Warlock? This is just...
You definitely don't with their combo heroes. Their heroes are very low damage.
Rubik Phoenix. Not the best
No.
damage dealers.
No,
They
they're
do
not the
nothing.
highest damage healers. Damage dealers.
Lone Druid as well is like usually you see Rubik more effective when he has a core like take Pyrocopter or something that does naturally a lot of magic.
Yeah, like the Ursa or something, right?
Yeah, someone who does mad burst damage. Oh, and not burst. We were talking you up, OP.
The damage block, it worked, guys!
Oh, it's play. Oh, the creep is so fast.
This thing has actually got its
he screwed
fall
my
I
block.
can't believe you messed that up.
Oh, he blocked by the terrain.
No, he just fucked it up.
No, the terrain blocked him. The corner of the.
No, he bumped into the back of the Rubik without
Yeah.
stomping
Was
fast
that
enough.
the
Yeah.
terrain?
No, he
It was
messed
not
it
the
up.
terrain.
Yeah, sure.
He can get the stomp if he stomps.
I
like,
know, yeah. He definitely should have got that stump. Yeah.
if you like bump him first.
he can't. He can't.
Yeah, exactly. You need to run it like a tiny bit in front of him.
Центральную
or, like, on
башню
the
сил
side.
тьмы
Like,
атакуют.
as soon as it got to the back, you needed to cast it there.
Yeah.
Instead of hitting him. Yeah.
Once you bump him and then you pass it.
I thought he had to become a core now.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
kind of
More actually.
It's the best when you're playing support. There's like, I'm gonna take lane. Like, oh,
so
yes.
Центральную
Especially on
башню
events where you
сил
can basically
света
just make carry out of it. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Get the helmet from later as well.
He's also going for double dominators.
Cool.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Dominators are.
Dudes don't buy usually.
Yeah. Dominators are so good for pushing the tier 1s.
can just turn a creep into like a 1200 HP.
Yeah.
And if you have a basey on top of that too.
Yeah, exactly. Just some big shield that tanks the tower while you can hit it.
So effective on it. I remember before when I gave life steal, your creep would just gonna die. Like sometimes, you know, it starts getting
Yeah,
low.
run out of
like-
HP.
Yeah, and the HP regen really makes it.
Centaur is unstoppable at this point in the game.
This
He has a hood.
happens. This
Big
happens so much in these new games. Actually, they just don't deal with
Нижнюю
the
башню
Centaur.
сил света
I now
атакуют.
understand what they first ban it. They just don't know what to do.
When this hero's at this part of the game where he has hood, he's so hard to kill.
Yeah.
Especially with strength. For strength per level.
Yeah.
That's 80 HP every time he levels up.
He farms ridiculously fast when he has hood as well.
Going for the
Borax, he knows
gank
what's
on
up.
Borax, but he's ready.
Центральную
me.
башню сил тьмы атакуют.
And if the creep wave approaches, they'll just wave a catcher. Probably.
He does that easily.
Chalice.
Dried.
Yeah, he just tried the gank.
Maybe he's just
Силы
saving.
света укрепили свои
Yeah, he
сооружения.
was still dying.
Нижнюю башню сил света атакуют.
His network's not even that high, so I think that was completely fine.
How much gold did he get?
It's much better that Ben's back in front of the tower there instead of Luna when they make that rotation.
Look at that damage aura, dude. Helping
Нижняя башня сил света
offset
разрушена.
at least
That's like 2
like
seconds.
25 damage.
Pretty good.
2 seconds.
Oh, that's way worse now. They really nerfed
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
they
it's
nerfed the
nerfed pretty hard.
Верхнюю башню сил тьмы, верхняя башня
It was-
сил
You still
тьмы
kind of need it
разрушена.
in certain circumstances. Like,
It's still really good actually.
Yeah, it is. Especially with the defusal mode. I thought that made it better.
Because you can use it to remove silences. and-
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have any of this game.
I was
but-
pretty upset with that defusal nerf actually.
I think it was kind of needed. Like every single carry was buying defusal at that point.
Yeah, but like he was like gets to buy defusal.
Give more weakness. Like you shouldn't be able to spend like the first 3,300 gold on a damage item and be like, oh, counter silences now. Like it just made orchids so bad, and like orchids already just so limited in so many ways. Like, get a manta at
Центральную
least,
башню сил света
or
атакуют.
BKB. Like there's lots of other good
Силы
options.
света укрепили свои сооружения.
It's much better now than it used to be. Because the attack speed actually makes you really good.
Центральная башня
Max are
сил
making all the
света
moves in this game,
разрушена.
taking the towers.
They look strong.
Yeah.
It seems like IG are just kind of waiting on
They're-
their timing, right? They're waiting on the Luna to get an item.
They're very slow to like react to these pictures, you know.
This is look at this. They're taking complete control of the map. They walk bottom,
Yeah.
they get a terror, walk mid, the rush.
They can easily win a fight though if they get blink on Centaur and they do like
They have
Veil,
Rock, Veil,
and
they can
Luna
and
OD.
Fatal Bounce.
If they
Oh my
know,
God,
they
you
can
can forfeit
definitely take
one.
this
Oh,
fight.
here's the two babies.
You guys better run.
Центральную
main strength
башню
of
сил
Hamlet
тьмы
Dominator, right?
атакуют.
Just-
Yeah, they can't fight around the rush now.
This is gardening.
Big group at all this fights like over. Especially with the bear dude. He's got so much HP, Fatal Bounce in him is so good.
Yeah.
He's just always there to take the study.
Не
It's kind of another
отказывайся
Luna.
от золота.
That's true, I guess, yeah. But I don't think it's that big of a deal here.
I feel like IG are really slow to react to all the moves Max are making. Like, there's nobody, there's been no in the bottom lane for like the last 2 minutes until Emmer just went there. Literally just from tower to tower. And
Seems like
they're all kind of just sitting there.
burning is definitely on the front.
They dropped the rabbit.
On the quarter feet.
Oh,
Straight
big
away up.
fatal.
Oh. Fighting for this shit. That would have been treaters by 100%.
Get the stop ball.
Price not up.
What's some coming in? We're rooted.
Центральную башню сил
That cost
тьмы
me.
атакуют.
Yeah.
That's savage.
It actually, oh my god. If that would have landed, those guys were definitely dead. Well,
So sad. It's like you bait your team into going because I'll stop. You know, I'm going in. Gets roared. Ember gets double rooted.
Luna was on a, like literally 5% HP at the start of the fight because of the
Yeah, she popped the ult on the blade.
the melee
yeah. And get back and killed. The purge on Lone Druid was huge because he just casted
The rabbit.
Верхнюю башню сил тьмы атакуют.
Guys back.
He doesn't.
Glad you skilled that. Did it.
Oh, wavy.
Yep. Get out of here.
No. A game around Roshan, I guess.
Now they have no rock, no stampede, but it's so hard to just do impervious.
The centaur alone isn't enough to fear, right?
Yeah. You know, they can bait the centaur though. They have uphill vision on the centaur. You can pre-click the lift
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's cast when he blinks.
Yeah.
You can also just battery assault as well. You go against Centaur, you can like spell.
Burning only 2 here too.
They just don't want to run into Fatal Bonds. You know, they don't want 4 heroes Fatal Bonds and fail Ember just blowing him up.
Each of the first ones come.
Taken out.
Yep. Yeah, I saw them on the ward
Burning is
in the jungle.
pretty fast.
Yeah,
Луна
this
благоволит. Верхнюю башню сил тьмы атакуют.
I mean, it's good they got a. I did get a one
It took
that
a long time. They got a good bit of plan.
Верхнюю башню сил тьмы атакуют.
It's good that I just let that go. There's not a fight you would win.
All the roties on cooldown.
Unless they run into you, you know, like you bait someone and they all come into, you know, the 4-man Fatal Bonds, the Ember Spirits and stuff. Yeah. It's not a fight you want to take. It's just gonna get split up by like Cogs and heal for Phoenix.
Blade Mail on Clockwork is such a difficult thing to play into as a Luna.
Yeah, it's really strong right
He
now.
can solo kill the Luna if clips it for a long time.
Minus in the quick buy, excellent.
Yeah.
This is
That's all you
the,
need, right? In the Blade Mail?
this is the kind of game where you can actually go for it.
What
Центральную
are
башню
games you
сил
don't think you
тьмы
can? I feel like
атакуют.
almost every clock game I see they go
Силы
minus.
тьмы укрепили свои сооружения.
So, there are some games you really need Force to fight. Like, actually, I'd probably buy Force in this game. I wouldn't have bought Midas. Just
Why?
because, yeah, it's, and chains too.
Combo. That's a kill.
Which is Warlock.
They kill Warlock 30 seconds down. Shut that right.
Yeah, I agree to minus.
No stick. Not a fan of that.
Центральную башню сил света
I don't
атакуют.
like-
It doesn't save him, that's for sure, but
I don't like also reading Warlock most of the time. Because I feel like he's got such good base strength that if you just die a little bit times less, it's got the same. Why
Центральная башня
can't
сил
your
света
What do you
разрушена.
get like a
team fights,
Верхнюю
like
башню
current
сил
strength
тьмы
wands,
атакуют.
like raindrops, a bunch of stuff like that, I feel like it sometimes can make a bigger difference. Like the experience perk
I
with
can
Midas
definitely
is
see
obviously
that.
great, but I think like heroes like AA and Warlock, like I feel like a lot of players they always go for Midas, and if they could just
Yeah.
not die in team fights or have like an extra 300 HP or something.
when you're getting this one, like, do that much.
And if they ever find you, you die, no matter what.
sometimes those, like, style of heroes, regardless of having like 300 more health, you're still dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true, because they can't stop anybody.
Bench, though.
Oh,
Центральную башню сил тьмы атакуют.
Coming in.
Центральная башня сил тьмы разрушена.
Ridiculous advantage.
Say Savage Roar. It was a nice stun by running or was it the bench?
I'm not sure if he's dominating or not.
Still, nice stun.
I say I like the Force staff on clock against Ember, especially because you want to get set up on by root and just immediately die.
Yeah,
you want to have some it's like, yeah, because you can turn too, you know, or your teammates can turn when they get chained.
if he goes for like a triple run or something, just wins the fight.
It
If he works it.
it helps. It's much safer.
Also, a lot of 4 staffs are coming up for Radiant. They'll just be able to chase the target.
Yeah, Luna's got hers.
Got a pipe on the Centaur.
When the Force before Dragon Pass,
Yeah.
really special stuff. Oh boy, this guy's getting his items though. Long through this.
Also, like the way Max wants to play team fights is they don't really have a whole lot of spells to start the fight, right? It's either like the Rubik Lift
Нижнюю
or the
башню сил
Clock
света
and
атакуют.
both of those are countered by Force stuff. When you force whoever Rubik lifts, it breaks the other.
It's a tough game actually. You kind of need IG to initiate you, right? And then when they do, that combo is so strong.
Yeah, exactly. You want to try to bait them into you so you can land the big fatal
Re-engage.
bonds and actually land your spell well. But it's difficult. Ember's kind of falling behind in form. Just the SF going through these heroes farm really fast.
Rubik Midas.
Tons of Midases.
Did he get the damage per these? I hope he does.
It's 60 damage.
I think if you have a Midas, it's worth it.
Did it? That's good.
Like 60 GPM is so shit. A Midas
It's
gives
so
you like
bad.
Midas is like 110 or something if you use it perfectly.
Верхнюю башню сил света
Fine, right, in
атакуют.
this game.
Силы света укрепили свои сооружения.
You gotta have Midas.
They're probably saving. You know, they're probably getting
Верхняя башня сил света
those
разрушена.
things are actually like 7v5 Gotta kill a hero. One shot a hero, dude.
How much experience is it?
2.5 times whatever it is. So we're
Силы
gonna
света
like,
укрепили свои сооружения. Нижнюю башню сил тьмы
they're
атакуют.
far more. Neutrals are like 120
No,
experience or something.
I mean
He means the dominant
the
one.
dominant
They
one
don't.
specifically.
No,
It's the same.
it
Right?
should be based on whatever the creep is.
Yeah,
It's the same.
It's actually pretty bad if you get rid of
All the neutrals
Are
give good
troll.
experience.
Yeah.
All the big ones, even like the large wolf is actually, it's about a range creep. I think it's like 88 experience. So
Alright,
pretty much
I thought the Alpha Wolf was way lower.
No, the Alpha Wolf camp is actually quite a lot of experience. Even these are not bad. Like these are better
Those
than a
get you
melee.
level- level one?
These are good ones, yeah.
Yeah. Those,
Isn't it because there's lots of them?
And different camps just give
Yeah.
you different experience. Like the ogres won't get you too at level 1.
Ogres are terrible.
Yeah, it's like the
They
worst.
do so much damage, they're so tanky.
They just have way too much health for how much golden experience they give you for the other ones.
Mud golems are really bad experience wise too. There's so
The
much
small comps are like...
experience.
Check out.
I don't think it's more than that. That was really unfortunate. He had to do work.
Силы тьмы укрепили свои сооружения.
I was surprised.
Верхнюю башню сил тьмы атакуют.
Pretty crazy.
I don't think it's 280. I don't think it's bigger.
No,
No,
280 is like,
Верхняя башня сил тьмы
no way. You do
разрушена.
one pull and you hit level 2 at level 1.
yeah, 200 experience is
There's no
level.
There's one of them that is. I think it's the one.
Probably like a.
Не отказывайся от золота.
The ghost. Well, it doesn't give you too much.
There's no way. I looked up the values like 2 weeks ago.
Put on Reddit, but maybe they were lying.
Probably was misremembering. I think large creeps,
No.
large camps are around 220.
Reddit was definitely.
Maybe I misread.
So,
Oh my god.
On who?
on what?
The big creeps, the shadow fiends kill.
Oh, the new ones, right?
Yeah, he just double raised when they
Yeah.
die. Like that's ridiculous.
Maybe they should have like 25 or something.
It's really easy for certain heroes to farm.
I suspect
Got it. You know why he died, guys? Because he can beast yet.
Центральную
Pretty
башню
sure.
сил
I feel
тьмы
like he would have been 10
атакуют.
by now if he'd used his mice correctly.
he buys the top knowledge. Like the maths isn't working out here.
Нижнюю башню
Maybe he's
сил
trying to
тьмы
like snipe an
атакуют.
alpha wolf or something, but hey, I don't know. Get your levels, man. Still Midas on me. More like.
Nearly got it as well.
IG are not pressing their strengths at all.
But this kind of suits them, right? They're happy enough with this game. with this
They scale well and everything, but like it's hard now because SF has BKB and had ages before. But heroes like Warlock really fall off when they get BKBs. Fatal bosses and go through
Yeah.
get dispels it or whatever. So they're gonna lose a lot of their team fight damage, especially because Luna and Ember are and Centaur. These guys, you know, mostly deal magic damage.
But their carry then is farming because they haven't fought.
That is very true.
Yeah, she's
But
way down here.
may not be able to offset the difference here.
Rubik uses Midas yet.
Like
It's kind of painful to watch, actually, isn't it?
the longer the game goes, the less effective, the less damage these team fighters like
no creep
Warlock
there,
will
dude.
do.
For you. It's not awful. Considering.
Yeah, he went
the
to get
movement
because he's
speed
not
of
using his Midas.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I need to increase my farms for only.
I don't have any other way of doing it.
I got 2 golds, so one shot on neutral creep. Oh, and then he blocked the fucking camp.
my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. This is he's had Midas for like 4 or 5 minutes now. I think he's up
Did you buy this way earlier? You bought this 10 minutes ago. And it's
Нижнюю башню сил
probably,
тьмы
that's probably about
атакуют.
as bad as a melee creep. But at least he got the gold, guys. Right done with this.
Spread out the ball then.
Верхнюю башню сил света атакуют.
That's items that do something.
Верхняя
What
башня
matters,
сил
though.
света
Free
разрушена.
tower?
Нижнюю башню сил тьмы
At
атакуют.
the same, we were talking in the draft about how hard it is for clockwork to get before. At the same time, like if you do kind of go
Нижняя
in with
башня
the
сил тьмы
Ember and the
разрушена.
Centaur and it's gonna be hard if you become a force staff, right? Centaur initiates force staffs at the moment.
Нижнюю башню
very
сил
hard
тьмы
for,
For
атакуют.
pro teams to kind of initiate.
That is so farmed. Almost got X.
Oh no. It's an invis room.
It's an X.
They have.
Yeah, go.
They go mid him.
Just
The special delivery. Guys.
The rest of the team is pretty close. I need to engage.
Должно помочь.
I mean, they just stampede.
Центральную башню сил тьмы атакуют.
That's all they got going. They also have this Midas.
The no field.
Силы тьмы укрепили свои сооружения. Центральную башню сил тьмы атакуют.
That is a...
Центральная башня сил тьмы разрушена.
Okay.
No damage.
I'll save this message.
You could even save it for the Luna.
Too bad he's on him.
Burning is ripping everyone apart. Can't get to the lone druid.
That was so iffy on this.
Can't believe only 2 people died.
If he were locked like a second earlier, like the Requiem.
Yeah.
So bad. Oh, dude's gonna Midas at you, asshole. You don't want that Wildkin.
Please, please, please. Oh, nice. I think the old lack of sentry was.
I mean, they used the one to kill Phoenix. Use the issue, and then they went out. I feel like I do this when I get a game and actually find the support. I'm like, I need to buy my. And I stop buying like little support items that are kind of extras, but not really. They're actually integral. Sentries, like you could add 2 sentries. 3 sentries, you know, like when it says, oh, but if I just greed for like 300 gold, I've got a 4-staff.
Yeah.
4-staff is better, obviously.
Yeah, it's a permanent item.
That could save my ally. I mean, not that it was a great
Нижнюю
Requiem
башню
or
сил
anything,
тьмы
but
атакуют.
It definitely affected the fight, right? Brennan didn't do that much damage because of the...
yeah, the BKB just did nothing. And they basically did nothing.
Hey, like, being interested against Luna. Get more stat items.
Не отказывайся от золота.
We would beat him eventually, damn boys, though, right? Like, because
I don't know now.
Get to him.
Because SF has like, he's gonna go Dragonlance and get that range talent too. And his level 20 talent gives him 72 damage. So,
If you can,
Not sure.
if you can hold him in place with center ulti on top of him,
yeah.
you got a shot, right?
I think it was mentioned in Blast when they get that, she'll easily outdamage him, because it's like 60% bonus, and then if they put an Alpha Wolf with like permanent DP,
No, if you're fighting each other, the range is proper. Like, get in. Like,
she's way faster than
There's also a big lack of lockdown. Like through BKV, it's just the rock. So SF doesn't have the man fight.
until
That's right. Point.
Bottomitis, dumbass.
and used it. Oh god, the Wildkin.
Good thing you had that.
Yeah.
If he had a tranquil boots, he would have lived there. Oh, there's shit going on over here. To live.
Alright, my Roshan. I'm actually looking pretty good.
Yeah, they are. I'm
They're
happy with
actually
Caught it. See? If his body hasn't sunk into the ground yet, it's still
Got it?
yeah.
That's how observing in the Nola
I
night
can
counts.
see that.
There is no Roshan now.
Oh damn, it's not even midnight yet. Okay.
Small cup is 140.
So what is this? Because if you do both of those support, you don't get 2 until the large campus starts dying. You wouldn't know that thing.
I actually
Poker.
don't place it, no.
Yep. I don't know. I feel like the 30-minute Midas is a little bit late. Maybe at some point we just... Nah, you kind of still need this.
What else is he
You
gonna
need the
buy?
experience, right?
Yeah, you really don't need that many items. If you want like really expensive items, then Midas.
I give out that I'm ruby for buying that home earlier.
Say 8 months. That's ulti. Hey, 3 months. Oh, that was very good.
Guys, chain.
No blink for 1.
Scattered fight. Fighting on the
tranquil
shoulder.
boots.
Fighting. Learning so much.
That was so strange. He like forced up, then BKB ulted.
Into a BKB.
Lone Druid, yeah, and then he like chased up the hill to where Lone Druid
Нижнюю
could pop the
башню
shrine.
сил тьмы атакуют.
Then they just ran away. Even though Luna is fast.
SF was like on the side when he found the wall.
You know what actually fucked me? 1 second. Oh, that was...
Нижняя башня сил тьмы
Oh my god.
You know what actually messed up was the bench swap.
Yeah.
Because like the center was about to get a double stun, but because the swap came, he hesitated. He was only like half a second away to stun. If he would have gotten that stun.
Oh, 4X, get out of there, bud.
But because they separated, the center didn't go in because then he's like, I could stun a clockwork, but there's a BKB guy there, and then and then the center just sat around, and then the Shadow Fiend was gonna ulti there, so he had to blink away, and then it was just like center did nothing the first 15 seconds.
It was so hectic this point that so he shouldn't have been like there's so much shit going on everywhere. There was like 2 different fights happening all the time. Like when he was trying to get it up in Android's face, he did damage. It felt like went to 0 in that fight.
That's what Luna does, right? She doesn't build like the highest gas items, you know? It's kind of like a hybrid, tanky damage builds. Especially with Pike. You know, it's like a big investment. It's like 4,200 net worth or something. 43.75.
44. Pretty expensive.
Yeah, and it's not like a combat item, you know? It's a survivability thing.
Yeah. And ability for
Yeah. EKB, not the highest damage item. Manta, same thing.
What if he goes like butterfly this game?
He
Like
needs something like that, right?
Lone Druid has a MKB in his quick play, but
I mean, if you just bought it right away or something, like
yeah.
skip the Dragonlance, maybe go for even if you bought like Ogre Club for the BKB but held it before you finished. Like I guess you can't rush butterfly there, but
You still need Dragonlance, I think, against the clockwork, and
I guess yeah, the range advantage is kind of important.
It's hard for them to get on the Lone Druid still.
he actually needs to force into it, which is pretty scary stuff.
I mean, it's still, they're not playing the fight the way they want it, right? They're running into them instead of having the other team run into them, you know? They want every team fight with Team Max just charging head on into them. They need to figure out a way to make them feel forced to, you know, start to bait them.
Still got the magic resistance. I'm actually still surprised.
8%.
8% so low.
It is.
And he's spent a lot of time farming this game. I feel like it would have been justified to get the attack speed if you're hitting creeps this much.
I agree.
I can get down with that as well. Like, you can just farm an item that gives you the equivalent of 8% magic resistance, right?
8% is actually nothing.
8% half a cloak. It's really not a lot.
If you have 1,000 HP and you only take mat damage, that's an extra 80
Нижнюю
HP.
башню сил света
Is that worth
атакуют.
it? Probably not. Versus 25 attack speed when he hits for like
Центральную
180 damage
башню
right now.
сил
Like,
tьмы
that's
атакуют.
not bad.
Yeah.
If you do it in gold as well, it's like double value, right? The hood is...
Yeah,
It's more
you
than
could save,
double,
like
but yeah.
250 gold, 25 attack speed, like
Центральную
500
башню
gold.
сил тьмы атакуют.
So how...
That's a cool way to do talent. Like, working out gold. That's the way I try and do it.
This guy's fun.
I think Rubik can be like, I could get a relic, or I could do 60 gold per minute.
I always get the relic.
Alright, but how do IG come back into this game? They're not like losing hard or anything, but they're slowly, you know, the game is like drifting.
They have this potential, right, to make this game like forever. Their height around defense is insane, and then they have like really good like counter push. But like this game could be a very, very long one.
They're
Like if you try and push into this.
yeah, exactly. But that shows you how strong their counter initiation is, right? Like, it sounds ridiculous to try to push head on into that lineup. You're gonna hit by Fatal Bonds and Veil and Ember, all these spells. It really comes down to like,
I need them to initiate onto this like 10th door.
yeah, but they don't feel forced to do any of that stuff because they're not pressured to do anything. You know, they can sit back, keep scaling. Like,
Be a long one. Like,
Is that why? I feel like he's just farming because there's nothing to do and
yeah, that's the way they want to
trying
play
to
the
get
game.
some good items.
You know, they're not smoking up on bench for picks. They're not playing them aggressively.
I
Playing
guess, yeah.
defensively.
'Cause, I mean, they could find heroes and do like a swap with somebody up or something. Because she has items to get to the team, it's not like she'd be suiciding.
Yeah.
game ended up so awkward like this because of the first Roche.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it really,
exactly.
really perfect.
Yeah.
You don't want to fight into that at that stage of the game.
They should have won that fight with their better team, but it just didn't
Yeah.
quite go well enough.
Exactly. And once that happens, it's like, well, we traded a 1-for-1 using Warlock ult. And we have this massive team fight here.
And then they reset, and then it was over.
Yeah,
And then there was enough gap where the cores got BKB, and then the next fight just went really
exactly. The game literally went from, hey, now we have Aegis to, oh, Aegis is up, we have BKBs. It's almost like you should just spicy, just to like trade maybe like 2 for 3 or something, just so you can use Warlock Ultimate again before
the big beach.
Yeah.
Sure, just have you ever done the Warlock with 20 damage or whatever?
No.
I did this Warlock build where I go Treads Medallion. Because then you can Medallion your ulti for stuff, and then once you get like 120 damage, you get to like 200 damage. And you can like 4-shot neutral creeps with Medallion and Solar Crest.
Is that at level 20? Medallion?
It's 15. Is it 20?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Heck, you have the potential.
I feel like the B. I could be like, hey, you check. Fuck it, we got them.
You can just click the hero. Yeah.
What?
Click on Warlock.
I said Witch Doctor.
Oh, Witch Doctor. Yeah, I thought you said Warlock.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking Witch Doctor. My bad.
That's why I was so confused.
Yeah,
I was like, I didn't know what it was. So I was like,
Yeah, Medallion and Warlock doesn't sound so good. Witch Doctor one's fun.
I mean, Solar Crest is a
Solar Crest is very
incredibly valuable item.
Yeah,
Especially
everybody's been buying it right now too.
Yeah.
Super worth it. Farming creeps.
Used for another Axe.
Alright, so
Going AC.
both teams are acquiring tons and tons of currency. Midases on every team.
What about experience?
There we go.
Phoenix, the hero that needs experience. Probably the most.
Не отказывайся от золота.
What would he be without this? That's the question.
Nothing. AC on Luna is kind of interesting, right? Because you kind of want to go Buffalo, you can't because of an MKB.
Yeah, he wants
You
to, but
wanna-
he knows he can't buy it.
Yeah, and you kind of tank up and you're like, okay, will this kind of get damage?
The other,
Shadow
It's,
Fiend?
it's good, yeah. It's good against Shadow Fiend.
The other substitute you can buy
It's
is like Scotty.
Yeah, I think Scotty's better. I don't think it's that good against Shadow Fiend, right?
I don't know if I'd use it.
He has Dragonlance and he has
I think
range talent eventually, so he's not even in AC range.
I feel like AC is
Верхнюю
An
башню
outdated
сил
item.
тьмы атакуют.
It's tiny.
Good.
The Dragonlance on Shadow Fiend definitely outranges.
But it gives it's 25 attack speed aura. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
better aura wise too.
That's fine, and like the self armor is good.
And they have less.
The offensive. Definitely. Do you agree, bro?
Тебе явно
The offensive potential of AC definitely.
you don't buy it for the defensive potential.
It's like a. Well, you need attack speed and you need armor basically. But you get it.
You still get health, right? For like
A
buildings
little.
and building damage and stuff.
It's mostly like it's mostly the attack speed. And the armor. Like,
I think it's a good item, but it's kind of like Shiva's, where you don't like necessarily want to buy it.
несется
it has to be because of the game circumstance.
It's like you still want to buy it on like your core. Like I feel like Scotty does more for the cost.
Like a fort.
It's like the item you build when you like want to see base instead of like want to fight. Scotty does more when you actually want to fight. It takes real more.
That's kind of what they want though. Like,
Except it's minus armor. It's the only.
Yeah.
If they have minus armor drafts, I see it's far superior than Scott.
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Other than that, I agree. Yeah.
Definitely stack armor to counter minus armor.
You like? Okay, that's your purchase. Yeah. If they have minus armor, is damage block or?
And there's no reason you ever go damage block because the value's not high. When it is
If
skill.
you get the zero
благоволит верным.
armor, was modified.
If you have 0 armor, it's better to have damage block. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Only if their values are still low. Like if your damage values get high, then it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
basically, by having armor against minus armor, it doesn't provide better value, but it was this effects your minus armor. If your armor values are high, the amount of damage that minus armor increases, your damage becomes less. If you want, it does the most benefit between like 10 armor and negative 10 armor is where you get the most advantage. But if you have like 30 armor, it does only increase their damage by like 15 or 20%. But if they have 10 armor, it's like 30% increase.
Yeah.
So AC is very good against minus armor.
What couldn't you have told me that?
Armor counters negative armor.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, armor counters negative armor.
Damage block doesn't really skill. Commandos.
Yeah, like a Vanguard at 8 minutes is amazing, but late game it's pretty like relevant.
Yeah, that's true.
Even Crimson Guard I feel like is just really hard to make valuable. Only place it might work is like cleave, but almost every cleave hero buys like crit or things. It's like
Yeah.
maybe against a Kunkka or something would be kind of cool.
There's no buyback, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
They're like, we'll just keep farming, guys.
Oh god.
That's really all they had to do is initiate this. The scary part is
Why
like,
doesn't he have buyback? Butterfly.
he's got this cool item that's not going to save him if he doesn't press
Центральная
it.
башня сил тьмы. Центральная башня сил тьмы
They like
разрушена.
This is like
probably cool, right?
I just like can't get
Разрушена. Нижнюю башню сил тьмы
This is why
атакуют.
they're fucking speed. That's why.
Exactly,
And
man.
not
This
wolf.
day,
30% damage.
this game's ended in 20 seconds.
Нижние
50%
казармы
damage.
сил тьмы разрушены.
It did, right?
Нижние казармы сил
It's
тьмы
45 plus
атакуют.
30. So 81%
Казармы
damage.
сил тьмы
Now then,
разрушены.
it's also got another
on the
38.
right side, 11.
That's true. Like, you're
Верхняя
supposed to
башня
expect
сил тьмы
but
разрушена.
they'll be like wind chains.
But
Казармы сил тьмы
Max. We're owning. Max! Got it!
that was literally the profit game because, I mean, he didn't have buyback, but that was poor they did. So, like, they tried to fight that. But yeah,
Yeah.
then it would be fine.
I mean, him having